The first song that my dad taught me how to play on drums was Black Dog by Led Zeppelin, and I remember him sitting me down on his kit and just playing the song over and over again, and taking my hands in his and really getting that 4 on the floor into my body for the first time. And that, I'll never forget that experience of just sitting down at his kit and really going through a song and learning a song with him, his hands, you know, playing through me, so to speak, and then that sort of triggered the whole music bug in me, and the rest is history. I mean, that started my whole kind of adventure into the musical world. So my dad was a teacher. He always put people's well-being and betterment into his sight. I mean, that was what he focused on. That's what he brought out of people. That's what people learned from him, was to be their best selves. And that was the philosophy he ingrained in me, was to always be your best self, commit, and to say what you mean and mean what you say. That's my dad. I love you dearly, Daddy. Forever.
I remember, well, a short, small one is that he didn't want to play too late at night because he didn't want to stay out. He wanted to go to bed early. So he was hoping for an earlier slot for our CD release.
Yeah, he was always that way. Even when we were at the grind, he hated playing 3-hour sets because he was like, man, I gotta lug all this stuff. And it's easy for you. You're a singer. You're a young guy. You get to just walk out. I gotta carry all this stuff. And it was like, it got to the point to where the rest of the band would just end up helping him with his stuff, carrying it in and out and unloading and loading, just because he always threw a fit about it. He was just older, and he'd done it for so long that he was just done with it. The only way he would play drums is if we helped him to load it and unload it. So that was awesome. And then
I didn't know him as good as Jay did because I was never in a band with him, but all I knew of him is that, you know, he was always a beautiful, caring man who, you know, never said anything bad about anybody. And I was honored to do a bunch of shows with him in Lords of Distortion. And he's just an incredible musician, and wish I knew him better.
I know that Nate would be looking down on us, and he'd be wanting us to smile. He'd be wanting us to laugh. He would be wanting us to enjoy. So that's what I'm going to try to do right now. I'm going to tell you guys a couple funny stories. Nate, and I think any bass player that we had to jam with us, he was very critical of. There was so much criticalness, but there's a lot to be said about Nate as a drummer, because he bonded with working with bass players. There was something about, he used to refer to as driving the bus. And so I let Nate drive the bus, and Jeff would kind of follow along and key, and then he'd kind of just let me do my thing. And as a musician, as a guitarist, it was just the three of us creating all this body of sound. And it was a lot of fun, and it was very challenging. And you know, Nate, I mean, he's made me such a better musician throughout the past 8 years. Between the grind and Lords of Distortion, it's just unimaginable how much he's improved me.
Right, are we recording now?
Go for it.
So the first time I met Nate was through Scotty Hart, my dearest friend in the whole world. And he calls me at work and he says, Barbie, you want to meet Kip Winger? I'm like, shut the hell up. I said, dude, I'm at work. I can't do this right now. And he's like, if you want to meet Kip Winger, meet me at Grizzly Rose at 6 o'clock. So I hang up from him and I'm thinking he's so full of shit. And then it dawns on me, he's not kidding. I run home, change clothes, get as beautified as I can, get down to the Grizzly Rose, and the first person I meet was Nate. And then Kip come out, and Scotty's like, Kip, she wants her picture with you. They come on each side of me, and each of them grab my ass. I said, okay. my turn. That's how I met Nate Winger, and we've been great friends ever since.
Like I said, every time I would go to his house, how do we say this? Nate was a great backer of the Colorado laws. Let's just say that. And the green weed would always grow plentiful at Nate's house. And then outside in his backyard, he had a little plot of marijuana plants, never breaking the law. I had what he was able to grow, but I remember they were taller than I was. I walked out and I was like, I've never seen a marijuana plant that tall. A very nature type of guy, and you know, he'd play without shoes on, and he'd walk around the house, and he was just one of those quirky souls, but yet a loving and caring person at the same time, and an amazing drummer. And he always gave me pointers and tips on how to be a professional singer, and I'll always love him for that. Love you, Nate.
And one of Nate's favorite sayings was, "Sell the sizzle, not the steak."
All I gotta say, man, Nate Winger was the vocal Nazi. He made me the best musician I could ever be. Without him, I wouldn't be here today playing music still, because he said, man, better yourself. Be good to yourself. Learn. Use your intelligence. And be smart. And what a musician.
He also encouraged you to go down to Guitar Center between the hours of 2 and 4 p.m. on a Sunday and play any sort of riff from Guns N' Roses for at least an hour to annoy anybody who's down there buying music.
No, he said stairway to heaven. Anyway, rest in peace, my brother. Thank you for this time.
Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, honey. Thanks, Mike.
We had been playing clubs for probably 4 years by the time we were 18 years old. We started very, very early, and we were kind of old veterans on the scene back in the early 70s. And it was probably 73 or 74. We were playing the 3-2 circuit, and one of the hot spots to go was a place called Billy Jack's out in Aurora. And these young kids came in, I say young kids, they weren't young kids, but we were all young. Kip and Nate and Paul Winger and Pete Fletcher, going under the name of Colorado. And they came in to watch us perform, and they just looked apart. They were amazing guys, very gracious, wonderful cats. I talked to, Kip pulled me aside and we talked on one of our breaks, and he said, "We're playing here next week. I'd really like you to come down and see what's going on." Well, we were already seasoned veterans. We were cocky, and we were, yeah, I'll come and see you, Kip. And we were a pretty solid band, even at that young age. And I went out the next week to watch them play, and they absolutely blew me away. Blew everybody that I knew that was performing, even in the 20s and 30s. They were better than everybody that I'd ever heard. They were tight, they were personable, they had a ball playing, and it just radiated from the stage. And I just dropped my jaw, and I watched them perform, and they had what I always tried to have and never could quite get. 4-part harmony. They were doing extravagant stuff. They were doing very, very complicated things and beautiful, beautiful stuff. And they were a machine. They were a machine. They were perfect. And he came down at the break and said, "What do you think?" And I was speechless. I said, "Kip, buckle up your helmet, son. It's not going to take long. You guys are all going to be stars. You guys are all going to be stars." They inspired us all to do amazing things and to stay amazing and to raise the bar.